Раз, ой, извиняюсь. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Мы продолжаем наше прохождение. Неспешное, неторопливое. Вампир, 8-я часть. Погнали. Эх, сейчас, секунду. Готово. Сейчас на описи посмотреть. Извиняюсь, только с работы пришел и сразу за стрим, за игру. Ладно. Игроман я. Камон. Нет, вампир крайне нестабильно себя ведет. Возможно, я просто альтабаюсь очень вовремя. Не знаю. Так. Вампир. Не отвечает. Снять. Как же тихо стало, да? Итого, вывод. Во время загрузки не стоит альтабаться. Это ничего не предвещало беды. Так. Бум. Просто посмотрю. Меню работает, нет? Опс. Погодите-ка. Да, все работает. Похоже, все работает. Кстати, я понял, что мне надо много крови, так как кровь, она влияет на выбор в диалогах. Так что, может быть, появится такой момент, что крови просто не хватит для какого-то выбора. Аллилуйя. Так, что у нас тут? Узнать, почему напуганный юноша прячется в канализации. Подожди, мне опять в канализацию? Так. В одной из карантинных зон в доках Ист-Энда я встретил напуганного молодого человека. Кажется, мысль о возвращении в убежище так пугает его, что он предпочитает оставаться в этом опасном районе. Похоже, что сейчас он испытывает не только страх. Возможно, мне стоит выяснить, почему он решил спрятаться здесь. Слушай, ну ладно. Прямо в луже крови. Выход из дока. О! 19 уровень, нет, спасибо. Хотя... Он же тут один. Не совсем, да? Ух! Дубина просто уничтожает.
This is not the stupid beast! Bloody monster!
Но очень много выносливости заряд. Что-то как-то очень мало опыта я с них беру. Учитывая, какой уровень. Должны сделать поощрение. Ну да ладно. Тут вообще скупятся на опыт, на деньги, на все такое. Так, я в убежище забегу и спрошу у этих ребят.
You again? What
Ой.
do you want?
Ой! Ой! А,
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
ну иди нафиг.
Well, I'll...
Что откуда-то сверху вылетел, да, чувак? Где наш новоиспеченный вампир? Его тут нет. Шикос. У Гулии узнавать, ну такое.
It's locked, all right.
Ладно, что-то я топчусь на месте. Надо идти дальше. Потом, может быть, как-нибудь... О! Тебя-то я искал.
Welcome back to my humble shelter, Dr. Reed. Are you here to subdue me again?
No, Sean. I just came by to see how you are.
I feel all right. Why'd you ask?
Are you still feeding on corpses?
No. It's almost as though the blood you forced me to drink has provided me eternal satisfaction.
Это как? В смысле? Ты... Я не пойму, как это работает.
Would you let me listen to your chest, Sean?
No, Dr. Reed. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. But it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It would help me greatly if you would allow me to give you a physical examination.
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination, and I intend only to obey and to kneel before God.
Во имя Господа!
Have you seen Harriet Jones since taking her to Old Bridget?
No. She is with the sewer skulls now. I don't go downstairs.
But why did she fake her own death? There was so much blood in her room. She attacked patients, too.
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caused mayhem across the hospital. I slapped some sense into her, and we fled before getting caught.
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her. But I saw nobody.
What happened at the Pembroke?
I guess we recognized each other. As Scals, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone. I realized I had to bring her here quickly.
How did you meet Old Bridget?
When younger, I used to patrol the streets at night, searching for lost souls. This is how I met her. It took me 2 months just to get her name. Now we support each other.
Had you already visited there?
Just once, and very briefly. Most of them are very discreet, and they see me as an outsider, even if I protect them.
You really are.
Oh,
Так, понятно. То есть... Ну давай еще.
How are things in your shelter? Between the mortals and the immortals, I mean.
even if we're all children of God, I've always maintained a strict frontier between the two communities.
What if food became scarce? Wouldn't the immortals in your flock be tempted to feed on the living? Wouldn't you?
The Skalls can feed on the dead, Doctor. And until Judgment Day, mortals will continue dying.
What do you fear?
A few years ago, a Skall decided to pay a nocturnal visit to my sleeping customers. He got caught licking their necks in the dark. Since then, I have added a lock to the door.
И правильно сделал.
Ой,
не то.
How is the sanitary situation in the...
I think it's acceptable. Fewer...
Farewell, Sean. Take good...
Я не понимаю, а с кем мне тут поговорить-то надо? Порт, да? Где этот парень? У него очень много всяких подсказок. Но связи у него нигде нету. Потеряно.
Good evening, Mr.
Doc,
What can you tell me?
did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These
So,
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
how do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that?
Ты же мне говорил.
It's a dirty business, believe me.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that...
Да без проблем, чувак.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Glad to see you.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof.
Are you homeless?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for...
Понял?
What can you tell me about this place?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which look...
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter.
Goodbye.
Ну тут, в принципе, ничего, да? В этой части только тут народ обитает. Может пройти вот сюда? В северной доке. Где там нет? Нет, похоже, я тут был. И тут я как раз того святошу встретил.
Crush the leech, boys! Fight for this! Fuck, he's dead! Oh my vermin! Fuck!
Ау. Где-то совсем недалеко Гуля. Или Скали. А, ну да. Ну ладно, пойдем поможем ребятам. О, не-не-не, тебе я помогать не буду. Где-то тут ящики всякие были. Ау.
I'll send you back in a fucking grave! It's a leech!
Какая офигенная штука эта палка. Она имеет сплэш. Или вообще. Вай-вай-вай. Так. Где мне там паука-то надо? Возвращаться, да? Это кто там? Скаль. Эта хрень не взрывается теперь. Да твою маму. Так, ну тут... Я захожу в такие места, где вообще никто не стал бы искать.
It's locked.
Ага, окей. Ты посмотри, поезда ходят, пароходы плывут. Очень здорово проработано. Так, ну если я так пойду, то это не совсем тот путь, который я хочу. Так. Это и плакат. Антивампирский плакат. Опасность ближе, чем вам кажется. Они уже здесь. Не дайте им захватить королевство. Увидели вампира, обратитесь за помощью. Их вот Трогман. Да. Опытный охотник на вампиров. Да, прикольный арт. О, ну, давай. Правильно. Так. Сюда что? О, я кого-то вижу.
Murdering bosses!
Ух. Это один удар, охренеть. Да. Оу, yeah. Так. Можно как-то что-то сделать? Да, можно.
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
Блин. А делать-то тут нечего. Ладно, уходим отсюда. Мышка. Мышка. О, не все болтали. Угу. Так, шкаф. Куда я вообще попал? Подожди. Тут тоже вроде кровь, но видимо не кровь. Скорее вино. Мне голова закружилась. Так, где-то можно наклеить прям вот. О, дамочка какая-то.
I haven't seen young Sean around for a while.
Можно я как-то просочусь, нет? Нет. Ну, нет, на нет и сюда нет.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Have you heard anything recently concerning Sean Hampton's shelter?
He keeps investing time helping the poor and sick. Good for him. And for them.
Show me what you have to offer.
Так, что у тебя есть? По-моему, вот эта хрень мне нужна для прокачки оружия. Сыворотки я не делаю.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Старушка такая. Привет, Фэрхэт. Историю не могу смотреть, так и выбора... нет выбора качества? А, ну да, слишком качественные стримы. Ну, я хочу, чтобы эта игра была у меня 60 FPS. Да тут скорее не в кадрах дело, а в метре. Неоконченное письмо. Родни, я только что узнал о том, что произошло... Подожди, узнал? Тут, видимо, не только старушка живет. Что произошло сегодня вечером. Я побежал к тебе, но ты уже ушел. Вот я и вижу... Вот, и я пишу тебе эту записку. Это правда, что ты убил его? Невероятно. Почему? Что произошло? Мне очень нужно с тобой поговорить. Пожалуйста, найди способ связаться со мной. Я знаю, что ты можешь быть очень осторожным. И поэтому, чтобы ты знал, что это не ловушка, давай при встрече использовать код. Я просвещу свое имя Джек азбукой Морзе, а ты свое. Тогда ты поймешь, что это в самом деле я. А пока это хорошо, что ты прячешься. Мокрые ботинки разгуливают по всему кварталу и говорят, что накажут того, кто убил одного из них. Когда все утихнет, мы с тобой договоримся. У меня интернет с ратой, в нем дело. Понятно. Ну, бывает. Вот почему он прячется. Понял. Блин, это ж обратно возвращаться. Вот совсем рядом. Квестик. Извини, бабушка. Мне это нужнее.
It's locked, all right.
Так, ну надо с тобой поговорить-то, а чё я зашел?
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Have you heard anything recently concerning Sean Hampton's shelter?
I've never heard that name before, I'm afraid.
Кстати,
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
где-то тут что-то было. Ну, я не могу доставать оружие прям.
So, Dr. Tippett.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. Why, I would never say that to him, of course.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going...
What can you tell me about this part of...
Oh, no. I don't gossip.
Короче, какой-то нужная им информация меня
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
не получится добыть мне.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need.
Так.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. Heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at
Ну, не
least.
совсем
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Окей. Так. Ладно, так.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son. Tell me about this crazy woman.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble
Ну,
remembering
прям как
things.
я.
She's taken me for a son more than once.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf.
Who the hell are you to question me?
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
Молодец.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. К бабушке пойдем.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy.
Good evening, Miss Jill.
Of course.
If not, I'll find you.
Так, по идее у нее должны новые ветки открыться диалога.
So, Dr.
Доктор Типпетс, да-да-да. Вот ни хрена подобного.
Goodbye, Miss.
Просто я узнал не какие-то факты. Ну ладно.
You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
Так, и, короче, тут где-то надо наклеить вот это вот все. Отлично.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
Так. А мне все равно туда надо идти. Я так и не понял, есть ли польза от моего этого скилла, который кто-то завесу создает. Ладно, будем верить. Так, вот еще один. Ага, и все остальное уже там. Оу. Оу. Интересно, интересно. Я, конечно, не считаю себя супер знатоком и так далее, но, блин, насколько детализованные стали игры. Вот этот вот интерьер. Интерьер очень-очень-очень круто сделан. Вообще, первая игра, которая меня этим впечатлила, это был Deus Ex Human Revolution. Там вот как раз в самом начале можно было увидеть рабочий стол главного героя, и там были кучи бумаг, там какие-то газеты, и это все можно было, ну, не взять, почитать, да, а просто вот так приблизиться, присмотреться. Действительно, текстуры были очень классные, и можно было что-то почитать. Вот, ну... Ouch.
We have to stop it!
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
Какие еще квесты тут есть? Понятно, что мы пойдем вниз. Так, поговорить, найти могильщиков. А, могильщиков это там через мост придется проходить. Потерянное слеживать. Ну-ка. В совершенно другом месте. Так, ладно. Ой, опять проблемы с управлением. Ой, ой, я нажимаю рандомные клавиши. По-моему, этот... Да.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed.
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Чё-то мне кажется, что этот парень станет вампиром.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Shornhampton Shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye.
Так, погнали вниз в канализацию к этому парню. Я надеюсь, тут недалеко. Пожалуйста, откройся. Вы можете исцелить повышенный... Подожди, если исцелить повышенный урон, применив повышенный урон. Исцелить. Мой мозг просто надо чаще расколет после этих слов. Да, наверное, так. К бабуське не будем заходить? Ну и он нафиг. Страшно. Так, где-то тут проход вниз, да, вот. Оп. Здравствуйте.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the color of my skin. Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Whatever you've done, you can't spend the rest of your life hiding here.
I just wanted to teach him a lesson. Not kill him. I'm not responsible for a murder if I didn't want to commit it. It was an accident.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back to where you used to live.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Окей, отлично. Здорово. Практически уровень заработали. Так. Что там еще осталось? Подвеску какую-то. Точно, через мост перебраться. Сначала подвеска, потом через мост. Да. Так и сделаем. Что очень долго грузится. Ой. Пум-пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. Куда же нам идти? Через доки, вот сюда, да? Да. Там же перескочить можно было. Точно. Воу. Итак, дополнительные квесты. Могильщики, это понятно, но вот ожерелье надо найти. О, черт. Ну ладно, поищем. тело так и не убрали? Не убрали? Или это не тут было? Я уже не помню. Подвеска, подвесочка. А может... Ой. Опять проблемы с управлением. Дай-ка мне информацию. Человек, он признался мне, что потерял ожерелье, которое хотел подарить матери. И если это успокоит, возможно, мне стоит найти пропавший подарок. Тут спросить.
Good.
Not long ago, this sort of mess.
Good evening, Mr.
What?
Is it true Sean Hampton saved your life?
Yeah. The sad saint grabbed my soggy ass and brought me back to the pier after I fell into the canal. I was a wreck back then.
И все равно продолжайте пить.
And yet you're still drowning in cheap liquor.
Sean Hampton really acted like a saint that day. But I suppose I'm just another lost soul who doesn't deserve to be saved.
Goodbye.
Может, у нее подвеска?
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India. You still what?
Нет.
Good.
Блин, ну ведь расскажи о жизни порту. Ой, да, жизнь налаживается. Я как раз тут подвесочку нашла, и вот.
Good thing we haven't seen Seymour for. You still working?
What can you tell me about?
People don't appreciate that line of.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals are.
I have nothing to fear from the...
Yeah, I'm a brave woman myself, Dr. Reed, but I'd be a fool.
This place...
We get people.
Your boss must...
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke.
Ну, ты его
Mr.
любишь,
Hampton,
поэтому
who
я
runs the night
сомневаюсь, что
asylum,
ты
he's
что-то
the
о
only other
нем
man that's able to
такое
keep peace around here.
скажешь.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need.
Понятно.
Good.
These are good drinks just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Welcome back. Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for...
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Goodbye.
Так, мне надо найти того парня и просто спросить, где он мог быть. Вот и все. О, сейф.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Being cursed.
Где-то он тут ходит. Да, вот он тут.
Good evening, Mr.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No, hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who did...
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent.
Goodbye.
Так, может, у этого парня спросим, может, он находил.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr.
Heard anything about Sean Hampton's shelter?
I heard that Mr. Hampton has been very sick, but now he's better.
So
All these whispers of monsters got folk gossiping and scared. It's people they should fear. Flesh and blood.
good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Вот как раз мне...
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
Зря вы дали доктору войти. Доктор Клептоман. Так, сейчас подвеску найдем. Или что там у нее было?
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Do you have any news about Sean Hampton's
I just heard the sad saint keeps on helping the...
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Так, кем вы работаете? Угу.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of...
And selfishness.
May I ask...
Не-не-не.
Goodbye, Miss...
Ничего не узнал.
I'm not sure the epidemic
It's
is what
locked,
worries
all right.
people most these days.
Ничего не болит. Ты вот ходишь тут, может ты где-то тут эту брошь обронил?
It's locked. From Seymour to my beloved mother, Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard. Good evening, Mr. Fitz.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
You deserve no pity. No pity at all.
Did I ask for any? No. So piss off before I get really annoyed.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
Капец.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Я бы его съел. Он нафиг тут он не должен жить.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either.
Uh-oh.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead?
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Goodbye,
Поговорим
Mr.
с матерью. Блин, я бы его съел.
Good evening, Miss...
Of course. I can't remember the last...
Но я же
What can I do for you?
дружелюбный вампир, поэтому... Вы в курсе, что ваш сын убийца?
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
Надо это
The
прекращать.
situation will only get worse. Someone has to stop Seymour.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Science has only just begun to investigate the mysteries of the human mind. Currently, we have more assumptions than fact.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Пойдем. Какой же ты? Пойдем по мостику обратно. К тому месту, где нас обратили. Ой. Чё я достаю палку свою? Шиллингов? Надо же.
Sir, no civilians allowed.
Да ладно.
This one's mine! Let's see how it likes a bit of fire.
Итак, где-то тут я и бродил, да?
It's locked.
Там, скорее всего, убежище.
It's locked.
Нет. Так, могу улучшить оружие? еще и перерабатывать умею. Продажа. Все разбираем. Господи, Иисусе, как много. Я-то побираюсь, а тут оказывается вот оно что. Так. Ну ладно. Все-таки не все у нас получится прокачать. А, погоди, куда это я залипаю уже. Не. Я просто все делаю. Так, опиум. Регенерация. Да, вот это все сделаем. Достаточно.
It's a leech! Kill it! Crush the leech, boys!
Я не вижу, кого я бью.
Grenade! No! Bloody leech!
Так, ну вроде иду правильно. Не совсем туда, куда надо, но я не я, если я туда не пройду. А, тут мы и бегали.
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
Да, Мэри жалко. Ну, тут я ее убил. Записка с предупреждением. Привет, парни. Вы жалуетесь, что вам поручили грабить мертвецов в Саут-Арке? Говорю первый и последний раз. Хватит ныть. Радуйтесь, что я не передал ваше послание Эдвине. За него она бы вам яйца отрезала. Кроме того, одна птичка мне напела, что надо мной потешаетесь. Что вы надо мной потешаетесь насчет того, что я увидел у пирса. Значит, я просто псих, который своей тени боится, или сумасшедший, который боится призраков, словно старуха. Отлично. Мне нравится, когда мои парни счастливы. Будьте уверены, этот псих придет помочиться на ваши окровавленные трупы после того, как монстр, которого я увидел, сожрет ваши мозги. Наслаждайтесь погодой. Говорят, будет туман и дождь. Будь-де.
My watch. Damn grave robbers.
Что я хочу туда пройти. Можно? Нет. На удивление, да? Куча трупов, а вампиров, монстров нет. Так. Да, я тут был.
It's locked, all right.
Ай. Интересно, fast travel тут есть? Может, я тут зря бегаю? Хотя, учитывая, что многие жаловались на то, что приходится много бегать, fast travel тут нет. Даже внизу никого нет. Так, о Двине все расскажем. Раз ты у нас такая крутая.
You again.
Goodbye.
Шон.
Good evening, Miss.
Hello again.
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot Boys thank you for your help.
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys, that's my feeling about it. But ghosts don't scare me.
You don't believe he really saw something then?
I don't care what he saw or not.
Good.
Так, где этот Бут? Да, он уже успел.
You again.
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but...
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First, I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it.
Are your friends...
Even if...
Понятно.
Goodbye.
Кстати, пока я тут, у меня же все есть. Давай-ка полечим.
Good evening. What? Inebriationist.
Yes.
Take... Goodbye.
Все нормально. Все нормально. Тут еще... Ага. Анемия.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a...
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus.
Так, погоди.
Evening.
Evening, Mr.
Все. Поправляйся. Что-то я в доктора заиграл. Что такое? Новая идеология. Пойдем квартиру убитого искать. Нет. Это так не делается. Точняк. Нет, погоди. Ладно, по-моему, там два пути было. Я...
Braille. I need someone who can read this.
И еще один текст.
What are you people? You won't get me here! Get out! Get away from me!
Ладно, надеюсь, ты этого не видел.
Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard! Come on! And I will show you how a wet boot does business! Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard!
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that...
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you...
Well, this part of town used to be...
Мне так хочется включить вампирское чутье, когда я куда-нибудь забегаю в неизвестное место. Но не для того, чтобы найти кого побить, а найти, чтобы взять такого. Когда я включаю, оно так не работает, как я хотел. Кровавленное письмо. Милая мама, что бы ни случилось со мной, помни, что я тебя люблю, я знаю. Ты не всегда одобряла мои поступки, но меняться я не собираюсь. Я родился и вырос в этой части города, и мне не нравится то, что происходит с родным кварталом и с знакомыми людьми. Недавно я сделал важный выбор. Я решил начать борьбу с тиранией. Эти сатрапы, я не знаю это слово, точно будут мне мстить, но я готов ко всему. Благодаря тебе я всегда любил читать. И теперь, когда я собираюсь перейти к действиям, то могу лишь процитировать Этьена Деля Боэсси. Они кажутся нам высокими лишь потому, что мы стоим на коленях. Мама, я больше не хочу стоять на коленях. Я собираюсь встать во весь рост любой ценой. До свидания, любимая матушка Джек.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Perhaps Enid's son.
Женит. Старушка, да? Блин. Блин, это ж на другой берег.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new.
Да, конечно, здорово, то что Лондон, вся фигня, город настоящий, большой, огромный. Но беготня, это да, это напрягает немножко.
Good evening, young.
There's no need...
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Блин. Вот дебил. Ну ладно. А возможно, эти 5 часы ей напомнили, кто она такая. Все вернулось бы на круги своя.
Been a while since we've seen any new faces round here.
It's a thing. He's a bloody vampire hunter.
Да. Я тут был. Можно как-то перебежать туда. Да?
Leech spotted! Watch out! You're mine, vermin! That's all you deserve. I'll put an end to you! All your bloody leeches need death!
Квартирка. Где-то там. Окей. Я тут не был, да? Блин, ну ладно.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here. This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
За нашу страну, Бла-бла. А, это типа я должен был отсюда зайти. И такой, ой-ой-ой, пошел, пощель. Ой, кажется, его выкинули. О, где же он? Да что это за звук такой противный?
Are you deaf? Look at it!
Здорово через вас тут проходят стрелы огненные.
Have faith, brothers! Lord, give us strength! Oh my God!
Нет!
Oh no! Murderous bastard!
Ой-ой-ой.
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family. The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
I see you.
Ой, блин.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Как же стрёмно.
Jonathan.
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered.
Подожди. А это не может быть Не может быть та самая... В смысле наша... Да, наверное, так оно и есть. Блин.
Come to me.
Так. Дурочек из переулочек.
Are you all right?
My name is Xiao Shun.
I do apologize.
Yes, I am.
Have you recent news of...
This part of...
You should go home now.
No, not yet. I miss my dear Matthew so much, and I can't forgive myself.
You real...
Why? Why should I go?
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Tell me how you...
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant...
At this time, there is so little medical...
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you on your own?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now.
Sadness can be a terrible trap.
Thank you for your sincere words.
Короче, ты... О.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician. One of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you. Since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Doc.
Может, давай домой?
Thank... Goodbye for now.
No.
You know you can trust me. Why have you not...
Чё?
Help me, please! You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell Scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Ох. Отлично.
Left me to rot in this grave. Kinslayer! Rest in peace, monster.
Такое. А.
You killed me, brother.
Так, подождите. Подождите. Мне же тут штуки всякие.
Come to me, Jonathan. You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. What have you done? Give me your blood, priest.
Не-не-не-не-не-не-не-не!
Final thoughts are just to die for. Abomination. Kiss me again, sweet brother. Assassin!
Блин, пристажал. Если можно было его спасти.
What have you done? You left me to rot in this grave! Rest in peace, monster. Come to me, Jonathan.
Чё, кого-то еще раз
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton. Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Тише, тише, успокойся. Да ударь.
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
Ее можно было оставить живых? А. Управляю. Пары дней позже. Получено достижение Аве Мария. Аве Мария.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire. Born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Приглашение у леди Эйшбери. Дорогой доктор Рид, надеюсь, это письмо уже у вас, и ведь мне нужно так как можно быстрее поговорить с вами. Ситуация в Вест-Энде развивается стремительно, и я убеждена, что теперь всем нам грозит опасность. Стражи Привена начали в Лондоне великую охоту, и уже несколько ночей подряд они активно ищут и убивают эконов. Недавно ко мне обратился лорд Рейдгрейв, президент клуба Аскалон. Он желает немедленно увидеть вас. Пожалуйста, приходите в мой особняк любую ночь, когда вам будет удобно. Мы должны это все обсудить. К этому письму я прилагаю официальный пропуск, который позволит вам преодолеть все карантинные заграждения и блокпосты. Ваш друг, леди Эшбери. Так. Ну, я думаю, на этом стоит закончить. Всем спасибо, что смотрели. Всем пока-пока.